At the end of this structure here, we've got like a brick bunker. So that's today's haul of bullets that I found, folks. Quite interesting, all 303 rifles. There must have been billions fired here. Greetings, punks, goths, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk and cosmic groovers. How you all doing? My name's John. This is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, today I'm just going for a local walk. It's practically within a short walking distance of where I live. And I'm going back to an old World War I and World War II firing range. It's in derelict condition now, but I've never been up there with a drone before, so I'm going to go up there for a walk and send my drone up if the wind's all right up there. I'll bring you guys with me. Should we get going? Yeah! So it may be a bit boggy, the ground today. We've had a lot of rain recently and I've not been able to get out walking. Just had heavy rain. So today I've got a bit of a window of opportunity when it seems to have cleared up a bit. So I'm going to make the most of it and get out. Need to stretch my legs. Now, this old firing range, I have been there quite a few times in the past, but like I said, I've never been up there with a drone, and I'm hoping it's going to give a whole new perspective. So I said it was mainly a World War I, World War II firing range, which was its main use, but it actually dates further back than that. I've actually seen it on an old map of 1879, so predates both world wars. At that sort of time, we had these volunteer rifle regiments, which was kind of like part-time soldiers. We had a lot of them across the country, and especially in Staley Bridge. There was some criticism of them, you know, as not being proper soldiers. They called them tin pot hunters, meaning they used to do these shooting competitions and get like, you know, silver cups and all that for excellent shooting. But in the end, they did end up serving in some real wartime situations. So I'm always a little bit wary coming up this way through the fields because it's usually full of cows. Now, cows can act very strangely at times, especially if they've got calves. They're being protective and they can kind of herd you a bit. But luckily, they're not in this field today. So I've not got that to contend with. So there's the cows in the other field over there. And they've got a few calves with them. Now, I have walked up this field in the past when the cows were in here with the calves, and I had to climb over the barbed wire into the next field because they're all coming towards me in a herd, being protective of their young. But it can get a bit dangerous, things like that. So, yeah, I bravely crossed the barbed wire into the next field, did a tactical retreat. But at the same time, it's their cow's nature to be protective, so I can't blame them really. So I'm just going to follow this little track here for a while, which is actually an old Roman road. So we just go past this old farm building here. It's actually stables now. So not this one, but the next building, which is an old farmhouse, which is now, again, it's stables. Go around the back of there, and then there's like an orchard at the back, and that's got a little track which you follow up to the old firing range. Some horses there and the foal lying down. So just going to cross round the back of this farmhouse that's been made into stables. Right, this is the little stile you need to cross to get on the path through the orchard. Otherwise, the main track, it's really, really muddy and waterlogged and boggy. And I'd been going that way for a long time, and then I found this style and it's so much better this way. Right, I'm just on the little track through the orchard now. We're not far off at all. sadly, last time I was here, the site had been vandalised a bit. I mean, it's in very derelict condition as it is. It certainly doesn't need any more vandalisation. And it's just one of these places, you know, eventually it'll be gone. But it's nice to enjoy a bit of history while it's here.
Echoes whisper from the ghostly past. Shadows linger where the silence casts. Once an army bold, now the story's lost. Once a memory the echoes holds fast. Crumbling walls, no battles fought. Haunted dreams in every soldier's thought. Empty tents where the courage once sought. In the chill of night, fierce lessons taught. Where the phantoms roam in this desolate zone. Silent cries of those who call this home. The whispers of woe in the twilight's glow. And on it once.
So as you can see, at the end of this structure here, we've got like a brick bunker. I think it was the storehouse for this part of the range. There's another one further up. But as you can see, with the bricks being took out there, that's where someone's vandalised it. I mean, you could get in through the bottom anyway, so why they've done that, I don't know.
Now, shadows alone. Beneath the moonlight of forgotten grace, footsteps wander through the haunted space. Fields once verdant, now a desolate.
So, as you may be able to see, at the top of this little hill here, there's another concrete structure. Now this is another of those storage rooms, I think, which was for the firing range. I don't know if it was ammunition, targets, that kind of thing. But this is actually one of my secret little chill out spots. I like coming up here, bring a little deck chair sometimes. Because you've got a really beautiful surroundings and it's flat. And hardly anyone ever comes up here, so it's great.
In the stillness, shadows creep where the lost souls used to sleep. Castles made of rust and dust, echoes of the past amongst. The whispering winds can tell of memories trapped in a shell. With fear alone in this haunted hollow, ghosts of battles fought with sorrow, wandering through the night so cold. In the silence, stories unfold. Mothers linger and spirits sigh, haunted grounds where courage died. Footsteps fading, echoes stark, in the twilight, lost in dark. The guard towers stand so tall, worn and weary, yet they call. But here I roam in this haunted hollow, ghosts of battles fought with sorrow, wandering through the night so cold. In the silence, stories unfold.
Now, one of the things I like doing when it comes to this old firing range is I like to look for old bullets. Now, there's loads of old bullets here. They're all fired bullets. Most of them are 303 Enfield bullets. They're completely safe because they've been fired. But it's nice to be able to find them to link to the past a bit. So I'm going to have a look. So that's today's haul of bullets that I found, folks. Quite interesting, all 303 rifles. There must have been billions fired here, World War 1 and 2. I don't take them home, I leave them here for the people to look at. You know, I've just seen another one while I'm chatting. Just to show you how common they are, there's another one there. It's a really nice one, that. Might be a keeper, that one. So like I was saying, I'm not bothered about keeping these. I've got loads of stuff like this at home that I've found over the years. I have like little curio cabinets. I'll leave them there for other people to enjoy. Other people might not know there's still stuff like this here. but I'm good at finding stuff field walking and metal detecting and stuff like that. But on a more serious note, it does remind me of the past and history. And when you think how many people, how many soldiers trained here during World War I and World War II, fired on this range, fired some of these bullets, and they never returned. Some of them might still be out there undiscovered, you know, in the World War I trench landscape. It's what a sad, sobering moment when you think about it like that, but it's part of our history, and, you know, I respect those who laid their lives down for us. Yeah. So, as I was saying, this site actually does predate World War One. I've seen it on a map from 1879, so it's probably a little bit earlier than that. Very rarely I have found bullets on here which are older than the Enfield rifle. They're like the huge slugs, like a big bullet that was fired by the Martini Henry rifles. Now they're a proper piece of lead. When I find one of them, it's always a keeper. But yeah, it's a historical place, and not that many people know about it in Staley Bridge. Some do, but some don't. It's a popular area with walkers and people walking the dogs. So yeah, and it's a beautiful landscape. I mean, just look at this over here. So as well as being a historic site, it's also in beautiful surroundings. Like I said, that old bunker, I usually go and chill there some days in the summer. Or I get away from it all for a while, nice and peaceful with a deck chair. One of those little camping chairs, you know what I mean? They fold up in your backpack. So I'd like to take this opportunity just to say to all the people who subscribed recently, cheers guys. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And to all the rest of you guys who've been subscribed to me for a while now, cheers for sticking with me. Really appreciate it. So some of you may be thinking, why is it actually here in this location? It's here because it's away from all the urban area of Staley Bridge, you know, so you don't want firing ranges in the middle of a populated area, so that's why. Right, I'm going to head back in a moment. So thanks for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. And until the next video, don't forget, be different, stay weird, stay free. Bye now.